my beauties, how are you? I hope your day is going amazing. This is Haitian Chocolate Beauty and welcome to this video. Now, as you can see by the title, today is a little bit different. I'm gonna be getting unready. As you can see, I have this shirt on and I have some jeans on to match with it. I had an appointment, so I decided to look very elegant. My makeup is looking a little old, so I'm ready to take it off, and I want to have a one-on-one talk with you guys, you know, about certain things that I feel. I want to talk to you guys how it feels to be Haitian, how it feels to be Haitian American, how it feels to be Haitian American in America, how it feels to be a dark-skinned Haitian American black woman in America. All of that. So if you're ready, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. So let's get started. So I'm gonna change my clothes in 3, 2, 1. Whoo! I am changed up. It just has I just have a big t-shirt and some shorts on. I'm relaxed. I have my slippers on. Let's get ready to do this. So first I'm gonna take off my lashes, obviously. Y'all don't know how good that feels. Well, maybe you do, but yeah. So, as you can see, we are in my bathroom. I decided to film this in my bathroom. I'm just using some water to get this off first. Stopped using wipes a while back. But I wanted to talk to you guys about this because I went to visit family a while back. Since we moved to Florida, we started living closer to family. Well, my side of the family and his side of the family, but we decided to go visit my family. And it was just so nostalgic. I don't know how to say that word, but it felt amazing to go see family. And I went to the house where I grew up at and elementary school I went to, and it was just this feeling about who I am, you know, of where I come from. Where do I stand in this exact world as, you know, as a Haitian American black woman? Like, where do I stand? Who am I because of this, you know? Who am I because of my origin? Who am I because of my ethnicity? Who am I because of my gender, you know? So those questions started not worrying me, but they started circulating around my head like, like I was just asking myself so many questions, because I remember back in the day, I did not like who I am. I didn't like being black. I didn't like being dark-skinned, because in Haiti, it was riveting to be light-skinned. You know, the lighter you are, the more opportunities you would have, the prettier you are, the more opportunities you would have just because you were light-skinned. And that was because, well, one thing, we're close to Dominican Republic, and we all know, if you don't know, a little history lesson, in DR, there's a lot of racism that goes in there, especially with Haitians in Haiti. So in Haiti, you're called Haitians. You know, we are called Haitians. So there's a lot of discriminatory stuff that goes on the lighter you are. Even if you're from Dominican Republic, if you're darker, they will not accept, even if you were born there, you speak perfect Spanish, they will not accept you because you are darker skinned. They will send you to Haiti and be like, you don't belong to us because you're not light. Because being light is just angelic, you're God, which is not true, all right? So, just with all that goes on in Haiti, and then the fact that, especially as a Haitian woman, you're supposed to be thick. And when I say thick, I mean like thick, you know? And you're supposed to keep this figure throughout your whole life, have kids, get married, praise your man like he is your God, and have all this figure, just have it going on no matter what, and don't stop, don't complain. And just having that kind of energy around, just culturally and at home, it would seem like it was going back and forth of, I'm Haitian and this is what's accepted of me, but I feel like I'm becoming myself. I'm not sure of who I'm becoming, because I'm supposed to be this way. I'm supposed to be this kind of woman for my country, for myself, for my mother, for my family. I'm supposed to be this kind of woman, but inside of me, I felt completely different. Now, I'm not downing my culture. Like, I love who I am. I love who I am. I love where I come from. I love our food. I love our culture. I love our music. I love our independence. I love who we are. Like, I am proud and stand by it. But in every culture, there's some things that you're wondering, like, what the fuck? Well, I can't say that on YouTube. Like, what in the world is going on? So me questioning that made me think that I was going against my culture, because I'm the kind of person that asks why. Why? So with those questions, but I wanted to start this Get Unready with me as a pamper to myself, as a self-care opportunity, because you're becoming who you are. And yes, your culture made you, your family made you, but you're becoming your own person. You're becoming your own identity. And with that, I feel like sometimes people feel like they have to be a certain way because of their culture, or they have to be a certain way because of their family, when everybody's different. Some patterns are meant to break. Some patterns are meant to deviate to the left or deviate to the right. That doesn't mean you're completely wrong. It just means that you have a mindset different than what other family members have correlate with. You know, that doesn't mean you're wrong. I feel like that goes into disobedience of the culture that we have as Haitian women. Like, you're not supposed to be disobedient to elders. I understand that. You're not supposed to be disobedient to your man. You can talk back, but there's a sense of, I say what I say, and I said it as a man, and you can do what you want, but you're gonna listen to me at the end of the day. Yo, you won't, but you're gonna listen to me at the end of the day. I mean, maybe in your household, in the Haitian household, that wasn't, you know, what you saw. But from what I observed, not in my home per se, but from what I observed for so many different Haitian families, that's what I saw. And so I was just like, whew, first of all, no man who gonna tell me shit. That's first and final. Cause why? Cause I'm an independent Black Haitian woman. Anyway, I took off my makeup now. I'm gonna start washing my face. What I'm washing my face with is the Skin Smoothie Daily Cleanser by Nola Skin. This is it right here. By Nola Skin Centrals. I love this. This and Sachet. If I pronounce that wrong, I'm so sorry. Sachet. I feel like I'm saying it right. Those two are Black owned, and those are the only two companies that I use on my face. It's helped with my eczema. I mean, sometimes my eczema just flares up because emotions, hormones, whatever. But those are the two companies that work so well with my skin tone. So I'm gonna scrub. Right, so I have my Ginseng Aloe Toner, my Nola. So I'm gonna spray on my face. Don't forget the neck. Don't forget the neck. So I was saying, being Haitian American, dark-skinned women, it's just, I felt like it gave me so many questions. I was asking so many questions of who I am. Am I supposed to follow the culture? Am I supposed to just stand and be my own woman? But at the thing, when I was growing up, there wasn't a lot of Haitian American models, like models that were inspiring, that you just see, you know, coming to America. So it was weird because I felt like Haiti was just like in a back burner. Like, people were talking about the Spanish culture, you know, people were talking about Americans, people were talking about Asians. So with the Haitian population, I was just like, but we're so great. We embody each other. We love each other. Our culture and our song is just all about togetherness. So where are y'all? You know? And it took a while. When I find an actor or an actress or a singer that's Haitian or somebody that's doing amazing that's Haitian, and I'm just like, yes. Yes, you do you, boo. Yes. So it's just a yearning to see somebody in your own skin. Of course, you're gonna see some people that are black, but there's nothing like experiencing someone from the same culture to understand what you're going through, you know? And especially coming from Haiti, there was a lot of problems with skin lightening. You know, it was bad to be dark, to be this dark-skinned. So there was a lot of that going on about learning to love yourself, because I did not love my skin tone. I did not love it. I remember, I can't remember his name, but I was in music class with this girl, and then she was like, we were talking about how we want hair to just flow so naturally and to be straight and to just put it up, do whatever in a ponytail, you know, whatever, have that straight Caucasian hair, and to be lighter. And we were saying that, and it wasn't even, we were even whispering it to ourselves. We were talking out loud. Not loud, but it's like anybody could have heard us in a classroom. Like, it was okay. Like, that was fine. It's just a normal Monday conversation. And our teacher was looking at us. He was a black musician. I don't remember his name, but if you ever see this, you're amazing. I love you. Thank you for your words. Even if it seemed like I didn't catch on, I did catch on eventually. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, he made it, he heard us, and he was like, what are you guys talking about? And we're like, we want flowy hair, we want to be lighter, we're just gonna be better, get all the guys, have a lot of money, and just be more successful because we're lighter. And he was like, are y'all crazy? Are y'all fools? You know, you should love being dark-skinned. There's nothing wrong with you. You should love your hair and this and that. And he was just telling us all these things that I know now. And I was hearing him like, you're old. You have no idea what you're talking about because you're not in my shoe. Because if you're not in my shoe, you don't know what you're talking about. That was my mentality back then. If you're not me, you don't know what you're talking about. So I remember him saying that, and it was just a mind struck because like we didn't get it. And even that, we left class like it was nothing. Like, it wasn't a big lesson that he just taught us. It wasn't just a mind-changing subject that he just made. So I don't know. I felt like in the Haitian American community, there's a lot of dark skin and light skin. So I feel like the favorite kind of Haitian would be lighter, slim, thick, nice hair, just beautiful. And even in your own family sometimes, you'd feel like you were less You know, I mean, this is how I'm feeling, of course. I'm not saying that this is how it goes, but this is how I felt. Because I am in a new path, an enlightened path, self-care, cleansing, and I wanted to share how I feel. So, I felt like I was lesser. You know, I strived to get grades and do all this, but I still felt like I was not as much as or as important as my lighter skinned family members, because I was darker. Even my brother was lighter, and I was like, the audacity of this man coming out of my mother, lighter than me. We have the same daddy. What in the world? Like, why do I have to be dealt those cards? It didn't make sense to me, and I was like, my boy. Yeah, that's how I felt. All right, I forgot about, there's one more black owned product that I use, is Balm Aesthetics Turmeric Complexion Mask. Amazing. This and Sachet's Honey Mask, boy. I just use the different masks depending on the level my skin is in. So I'm gonna put this all on my face. Ooh. Feels so cool. This is Balm Aesthetics. So we talked about the culture. We talked about being light-skinned and skin complexion. Oh, so with the Haitian body, now we're in the subject of the Haitian body. So with the Haitian body, you're supposed to be slim, thick. You're supposed to have that booty that can drop it like it's hot and twerk like it ain't nothing. I mean, I remember there were so many parties me and my family would have. And everybody was twerking. And moms would be like, hey, that's my baby. Whoever twerked the best. And it was just like, it was so much fun. I miss that. I miss like having a whole positive gathering and stuff. But with that, it's just that if you don't have that, then whew, you're not non-existent. You're basically not in the radar, basically. So if you don't have that kind of slim, thick, big booty, all out, fit body, then it's like you're gonna have these family members asking, come on, why aren't you getting your life right? Why aren't you smaller? Why aren't you, how did you let this happen to you? How did you get this big? Well, ma'am, if you stop asking me, maybe I won't be as depressed, and maybe I won't eat my feelings away, you know? Maybe that's a solution. We can start from that first and then come back and see if we have any progress. But there's a lot of that in cultures. I saw there's similarities in African culture and Mexican culture where, not Mexican, Spanish culture. I'm saying Mexican because my best friend is Mexican, so that's where some similarities come from. I saw that in those cultures that there's a lot of body shaming. So if you're not a perfect Coke bottle, there's a lot of that. And America's already doing it to us. So we don't want to go home to our own people, to our own culture, and just have that being thrown at you, okay? I'm a woman. No matter what I look like, no matter what shape I am, the voluptuousness of my body is made the way it is, okay? I like an extra pate here and there, but don't shame me for it, you know? I'm eating good, I'm healthy, and I'm happy. That's all that matters. Now get out my business, period, you know? So with that, there's a lot of body shaming in the culture, and it's just, it felt like you needed to be perfect for everybody. That I was feeling in the culture. You needed to be smart, intelligent, funny, beautiful, Coke bottle, light. needed to be perfect. And then coming to America, you're just like, y'all acting crazy too? Y'all want me to be perfect too? Everybody wants me to be perfect. Everybody wants me to be this light-skinned, majestic queen, you know? And I'm not saying that, you know, because you're light-skinned, you're not majestic and queen, but you get the relevance of this video. Anyway, I'm saying that America wants you to be this way too, and now your culture wants you to be this way. So it's like, where do you stand? Where does your value stand? Where does your thoughts of being against that stand? And for some people, they're ready to stand up. They're ready to own up who they are. But for me, I'm a little shy, you know? It's gonna take me a while. It's gonna take me a while to understand who I am and the value of me, the value of my decisions, the value of my happiness, the value of my mental health, you know? So I felt like with seeing that now, it blows my mind being back at that house, at the way that I think of the things that happened, of the feelings that I experienced were just like a head rush, literally. I was so tired, I was dizzy, I had a headache because it was like a rush of emotions. Because what I used to do in the back in the day is I held things in and I didn't really let them go. I held it in until it was pushed down. It's like getting a bag and you're stuffing stuff inside of it. You're like, there's no room, but you're gonna stuff it in there. And at the end and one day it's just gonna explode because it can't take anymore. And so seeing that and seeing the mindset that I was, and this was like elementary school, honey, that the mindset that I was and the feelings that I had were so crazy. And I applaud myself because I had those feelings at a young age, because in elementary school, I was smart enough to understand that something is wrong here. I don't know what it is yet, and I'm scared, but I have these feelings. Help, you know? So among other kind of feelings, but you know, just being back there and seeing things and experiencing those feelings, just, it gave me a head rush. It just made me want to know, what do I want to do? What's the experience I want to take from this? Who am I now? You know, obviously I know that now, but I wanted to start this video. I wanted to have a platform to where I can talk to you and express my feelings, and you give your thoughts, and we share each other's feelings, and we can create a community to where we can talk to each other as Black women, as African women, as African men, as Black men, as Haitian men, you know, as community, whoever you are, wherever you're from. If you're feeling like that, I want to be able to talk to you about it, because there's a lot of stigma, especially in the Haitian culture and a lot of cultures, of you don't talk about anything. You don't talk about your feelings. You don't talk about what you feel, who you are, what it means to say no, what it means to not accept this, as in, I'm not disrespecting you, but it's how I feel, and you should respect my feelings, and I respect yours, you know? And of course, tone of voice. No one understands tone of voice nowadays. But it's a lot of learning like that, and I feel like that's emotional growth, and there's a lot of growing up for that. I'm a 20-something years old, and I feel like last year is when I had emotional growth, and that is mind-blowing to me, that in this, I feel like in late state of age, that I had emotional growth, but I had the thoughts, I just didn't know how to put them together, because I felt like I was going against who I am and going against what I'm about, you know? So now I'm gonna take this off. It's not getting hard because I'm under 3 lights over here. So I'm gonna take this off, And then we're about to put a million serums and moisturizers on our face and show you how I keep this luscious beauty. So my skin is all plumped and ready to go. So these are the serums that I use. I use Rejuvenating Serum. Restore Serum. Brightening C Serum. I know what you're thinking, it's not a skin lightening thing, it's a vitamin C thing. Okay, calm down. And this is Revitalizing Serum. So we're gonna mix all those together and put it on my face. I'm gonna use this cucumber mask, eye mask. You see how much I've used of it? It's that good. Like, puffs where? Under my eyes, where? Sometimes I use my hand, or sometimes I get a cold spoon and just put it under my eyes, especially if I haven't gotten sleep in a while. But I love this thing. I have the Glycolic Night Cream because it is night. If my eczema is really bad, then I use Sachet Moisturizer because it really goes in. The night cream just moisturizes and keeps it hydrated for the night. And then I use sachets in the morning because since I'm exposed to the sun and the different seasons outside and the temperatures, sachets moisturizer helps keep that balance. But at night I use this. Last, I use this Iconic Elixir. It keeps everything moisturized, like it seeks, I can't really talk. It locks in the moisture in your skin. Everything that I just put in, it's locking it in, making sure that I'm staying hydrated. So, yeah, I like this video. I like talking to you guys, especially just sharing things that I feel, especially about my culture, just experiencing who I am and the process of that and how I feel about the whole process. Feels really nice, feels therapeutic, you know? We're in that day and age, everybody needs a little therapy now and then. So I hope you guys love this video. I don't know if I'm doing these weekly or if I'm posting them like a couple times a month, but thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you like what I'm doing, if you like this, because I like it, but do you like it? Comment down below. Don't forget to like this video if you want to see more of this amazing, glossy, juicy, plump face. Don't forget to subscribe down, you know, I think it's this way. Yes, that way. There's a little red button that's just blaring at you, and you come here to relax. We're talking, you're sipping your tea, I'm over here doing self-care. You don't want to see anything red just blaring in your face, so you might as well just click that button and it's gone. That's all you have, and it's free. Come on now. And it's free too. And there's a little bell next to it that you can click so that you get notifications, so you don't have to work as hard to find me when I post. I got you. I got you. We're good. We're good. Like, I'm helping you out, getting this process together. So thank you guys for watching. Remember, you are beautiful, you are loved, and you are amazing. And you have a wonderful day. Mwah. Bye.